Gonna tell Aunt Mary about Uncle John. He claimed he has a misery, but he having a lot of fun. Oh, baby. Yes, baby. Woo, baby. Having me some fun tonight.
This is that guy 781. I decided to do a video review, and I want to set the tone of the review with this: 25 years, 36 countries, dozens of wars and skirmishes, one sidearm. In 2010, Beretta celebrates 25 years on active duty with the U.S. military. Our M9s have seen action in the deserts of Iraq, Afghanistan, the jungles of Panama, the forests of Bosnia, and has been to 36 countries around the globe, helping our troops protect our freedoms and defend democracy. We are proud to be the official sidearm of the U.S. Armed Forces and are honored to serve at the side of our warfighters. And our Beretta's little slogan here, Beretta, because life depends on it. And it's going to kind of set the tone of this review slash overview and kind of show some respect to the gun. First off, we're going to start with the simple things of the gun. First off, we're going to drop the mag, make sure the gun is unloaded. Show you guys there, you can see right through there, you can there you go, you know it's unloaded, there's nothing in there, no bullet in there. I haven't cleaned the gun, but I'm doing an experiment to see how many rounds I can get through this baby dirty. Alright, so gun is safety checked. First, let's start on the simple stuff of the gun. I want to compare it in weight wise to someone's reference gun, which is a gun I like too, the Glock 17. Now this is a Beretta 92FS Centurion, which basically means it has a full-size frame, but it has a shorter slide and barrel. Notice the barrel does not stick out like the Beretta M9 model or 92FS and the regular 92FS civilian model. Alrighty, the gun, some features it does have. It does have the manual safety, which also serves as a decocker, nothing too fancy there. It also has a loaded chamber indicator right there on that side. It also has, there's nobody in that direction, but when you pull the trigger on the, there's no round in there, you'll see something pop up. Whoop, whoop. And there you go. Some of the features of it. One thing I really like about the gun is the takedown. It's lightning fast takedown. Firearm. Oop. Guide arc fell out. And now the barrel's out. I think I took that apart fairly fast. And we're going to put it back together. First, let's put the spring back in the guide rod. Put the barrel back into the slide. Move it back. Make sure it's set the way it should be. There we go. We're going to, of course, fit the spring in the recess here. Pull that up, pull that forward. Make sure the rails lock up. Flip that lever up. And we're back in business. That's not my fastest time, but you know, you kind of get the idea. Now, this does have the full-size frame, so magazine capacity does not suffer. Here we have an 18-round Metguard magazine, which goes in there fairly flush. I consider this flush because it doesn't go past the lanyard hole, which I like that lanyard hole. I'm thinking about, you know, that SHTF scenario that can be used fairly well. You know, when I have it in my holster, probably, I don't know, tie an extra long paracord to it or something. I don't know. Gun does have an exposed hammer, which I do like, because I have an option of going single action with my first shot or double action. Now let's kind of go for that trigger as well. And here we go with the trigger. Alright, the double action trigger, I'm going to shoot this left-handed, and there's nobody in that direction. We already know the gun is safety checked and there's nothing in the chamber. Can we all agree on that? Yes, thank you. Alright, first let's flip up that safety. Alright, the double action trigger is long, but it does have some pounds to it, but it's smooth, which I really like. Now the single action trigger is very little take up, and bam. And that is something I've fallen in love with. Also on the gun that I do like, and this is, let's say this is a Centurion, so it does have a smaller slide. I've CC'd this gun. I've carried concealed this gun before, and which is pretty cool considering, you know, I'm walking with 19 rounds of hot 9mm on me. Now granted, you know, to some people that may be overkill, but I've been in some pretty rough neighborhoods. I grew up in some pretty rough areas too, so yeah, I know fives, you know, people say, you know, you should be able to get away with snub-nosed revolver for carry. You know, you shouldn't need more than 5 rounds. And I actually don't normally carry this. I've only carried this twice. I normally carry this, the Kelp TF9, 8 rounds. But there's a situation where I go visit my parents, which stay in a very bad neighborhood, and when I grew up there, when I tell you I used to hear gunfights, not people, you know, bang bang, oh my God, it was a mugger. No, I used to hear, like, one night I heard automatic gunfire, put it like that. And that's the type of neighborhood I grew up in. You know, luckily I got out of that neighborhood and I'm doing better things than that. But when I'm going back there, I take this with me. In this configuration of 19 rounds, one in the pipe, ready to rock and roll. Now, Nothing Fancy actually references the Beretta M9 model, and he actually compares it to the Glock 19 once in weight. Now, the Glock 19 is 23 ounces or 24 ounces. This is 34 ounces, but it's 34 ounces that I don't mind carrying. Because of its weight, it actually helps me stay on target a bit better. And you also get more features to me than the Glock. Now, I do have a Glock 26, so I'm not a Glock basher. I do like the Glock 26. I like the simplicity of it for carry purposes. But I also like the option of having a decocker. I like the option of having a manual safety. I also like the lightning quick takedown of this gun, as I've shown you before. To me, this takes down even quicker than the Glock. And the reason I think it does, got the magazine in there. And the reason, oh, there we go. And the reason I like it a bit more than the Glock's takedown, because I have to do, you know, you have to do this with the Glock, pull it back about 3/4 of an inch, pull the thing down, and then pull the slide forward. But this is, you know, it's really one function, and it seems really, that really helps in those type of scenarios where you need something that'll work very quickly. Also, this has a lot of magazine capacity options. You can do 15 round max, 18 round max, 20 round max, 30 round max. Now the 30 round and 20 round, I don't think those are factored, but you know, those are options that you do have. Alright, now I'm going to roll in some video of me actually shooting the gun, and I'm actually going to show you guys a modification that I did, which is add some night sighters night sights. Now obviously you can't tell in this picture because, you know, it's not nighttime, and well, it's not dark. And I'm going to roll in some footage of that, so stay tuned. It'll be just, we're going to show the night sights, and then we're going to show some shooting accuracy with this gun. And I'm not the best shooter in the world, but this gun does make me feel that way sometimes. Alright, I'm going to show you guys the night sighters night sights, and I got the flashlight here charging them up. Alright, let's cut off that light. And there you go. That is the Night Sighters night sights. Night sights for 15 bucks. Now granted it's pitch black, but you get the idea. Didn't cost me a ton of money. 15 bucks, definitely worth it. And next up we're gonna roll in the shooting footage. Night Sighters night sights. I may see if I can put in a link there so you guys get the know where to go.